This is disgraceful. This is a disgrace. Do you know what I mean? And I don't know. I'm becoming desensitized to it. You know, at first, because this is something I talked about at the end of the season. This is end of the year. This is the things I talked about a couple months ago. And I said, you take a risk on a rookie, this is what can happen. But let's get into it. Brighton 3, Chelsea 0, another 3-0 loss. We're in the worst run since 1912 in the last 114 years. We at some point had a 0.0 XG that turned into a 0.03 XG in the game. And we essentially got purely dominated, bro. I have not seen a worse game like this for a long time. And if you tell me which one, I don't know. I don't know what game I've seen that was this bad. First, let's get into the starting 11. Obviously, starting 11 came out. Palmer was apparently unavailable because of slight hamstring issue. João Pedro still not in the lineup. That's the why we already know what happened to him. We get the lineup and we say, you know what? No, hold on. This looks like a 5 in the back. Okay, he used to go 5 in the back. Why? Well, okay, cool. We watch the game. The game starts. Within 3 minutes, we can see the goal. I don't even know who headed the ball. Maybe it was Hato, maybe it was someone else, but can't seem to clear it. And even within that 3 minutes, they were onto us straight away. They knew what they were doing. We didn't. The players didn't know what they were doing. I don't understand why the manager went that way. And I think in the 40-something minute, he's decided to go back to a back four. Why is he tinkering in a period when things aren't going well anyway? Why is he tinkering? He said he wasn't going to tinker. And then he ended up tinkering. You can't make this up. You can't make this up, bro. Like, I don't know what he's thinking. Like, look, our last whatever games, yeah? We lost 1-0 against United. Obviously, 3-0 Brighton. Yeah, 3-0 against City. 3-0 against Everton. Beat Port Vale 7-0, but no one cares. And then you got the 3-0 that we lost against PSG as well. We ain't got a win in our last 8 Premier League games. Brighton, 2 months ago, were 12 points behind us, and now they're ahead of us. We're 7th on the table. They panned the camera from Racine, moved it to Iqbali. And bro, listen, he didn't look happy either, but he has to hold that. Do you know what I'm saying? Football, you don't just click your fingers and things happen in football. You have to make decisions, and if you make wrong decisions, you fix it. And I've seen someone on Twitter say, if you're on a train and you realize you missed your stop, you get off as soon as you can, because then if you don't, the further you go, the more expensive your return ticket's gonna be. Because now there's rumors talking about there's gonna be an emergency meeting, board meeting. Some board members want Racine sacked. Some of them are saying it's already late in the season anyway. There's a couple of games left. Let him just go to the end, and then we'll figure out what we're gonna do. We shouldn't be in this position at this moment in time. We got Champions League last season. Every season we're supposed to be finding ways to progress and go forward, not backwards. Not backwards. I know Chelsea fans that were telling me we're losing. We had people telling us 3-0. There's certain players in this team even right now, you can't really blame them like today because of the system. If you're going to play that kind of way where no one knows what they're doing on the pitch, Hato, Fofana, Hato and Chalaba, Hato, Cucurella were running towards the same ball. Fofana was just moving mad. Sanchez even passed the ball to Baleba, bro, and he just about messed it over. And I mean, Chalaba saved us. It was mad. Chalaba was looking so bad, and then he will save us here. Sanchez made some 6 saves, but he will do something stupid here. Gusto, oh my God, bro, Gusto. This brother, bro, just play him. Like, he does things on the pitch that you don't understand. There was in the beginning, beginning in the game, I don't know what he thought. They put a cross into the box and he ran from his fullback position or wing back position all the way to a centre back. He went to mark the guys Chalobah was marking. He went to mark the guy Chalobah's marking. And then he left the space in behind with the brother that's on the left. And then he just had a shot, but he skied it. And everyone was like, what happened? And I was like, because he forgot he's in a free in the back system. He just realized now. This doesn't make sense. And this is on the manager in terms of what we've seen on the pitch today. But the overall problem goes to Bluco. So it goes to the ownership, goes to the board members, the sporting directors, and back to the recruitment. The reason why we keep mentioning the owners is because when someone fails in that pyramid, it's ultimately up to the owner to fix it. Or the ownership, or whatever you want to call it. People are going to say it's not the ownership, it's this and that. But it's up to the guy in charge to fix it. So when things aren't going well, people look at the manager. If you keep doing things wrong at work, you get a call from the manager. Because essentially, when the manager's boss finds out that something's going on, he'll get onto you and say, why have you not dealt with it? There's a reason there's the managers, bro. He come out today, Rossini come out today saying, I've defended these players and all that. I can't defend them any longer. Yeah, look, Rossini goes, unacceptable in every aspect. I keep coming out to defend the players. That was indefensible tonight. Something needs to change drastically right now. We need to look in the mirror. I need to look in the mirror. What do you mean I can't defend the players? Look, these are the same players that are looking lost, are the same players in that team that were in the Club World Cup. The same players that played together this season had great performances. The same players, so all of a sudden things just messed up. Things just changed all of a sudden. This is what happens when you bring an inept manager, or let's just say a manager without that much experience into the Premier League, and you just think he's gonna get it done. Oh, he has potential. That's not how it works in the league, bro. He can mess about and play Chua at centre back. He can mess about and do all those things at Strasbourg, but not here. Not here. And then again, someone like a Dalap here, I know why he's starting, innit? The main reason he's starting is because João Pedro's not there. Cool. Gu barely even touches pitch, so it is what it is. But he managed to get minutes today. Right? Who's the other player? He's one of them. Caicedo's on an island. The formation that we chose, or the approach to the game, essentially told us that we just trying to sit back and maybe hit them on the counter, like we did at Aston Villa, but it didn't work. So we just kept getting the ball to like an Enzo Fernandez or someone to just sky it, or even what's his name, Sanchez, to just kick it along and see what happens with just Neto and Dalap up front. Didn't work. So I can't really blame Dalap because he barely had anything to do. And even when he made one run in the box, what's his name? Gusto decided he wants to pass it to someone who's essentially mocked. You know what I'm saying? Garnacho, bro. This brother, there's no other words for me to talk. There's nothing else to say. I found out the other day that they want to sell him. Get rid of him, bro. I can't wait. I can't wait for him to be sold. And then we start seeing the substitutions, mate. Substitutions. Let's get on to substitutions. Oh, substitutions. Garnacho came on at halftime, took off Fofana. To get me Lavia, we forgot he was on the pitch. You know what I mean? Caicedo was on an island. Bruno, this is what I'm saying. Enzo Fernandez, just passing sideways and just taking long on the ball even when he had counters. He was rubbish as well. Yeah? And yeah, Garnacho came on for Fofana, Mark Gu came on for Dalap, and Asugo came on, and then he realized it's just training. Now it's just training. At 73rd minute, he knew it would become a training thing. We're just going to let these players just get the minutes under their belt. And then he before that, that's when you saw on the 90th minute, you saw Achampong. That's when you saw Achampong. Here we go. Like, what's it called? He got microwave minutes. Why did he not come on? Like, why can you not play him? Then you got the bench. Andre Santos on the bench. When we played Caicedo, Andre Santos and Enzo left wing, it was going well. Why not go back to that? Mamadou Sarr, he made one mistake against PSG. We ain't seen him since. He bought Jesse Derry. did the team play them? Why are you playing him? Why are you playing Garnacho ahead of any player anyway? Kuja Pedro has a thigh problem. Reece James already know hamstring problem. Yeah, Levi Cole, we're not talking about that. Cole Palmer hamstring. Esteban hamstring. And Jamie Gittins hamstring, bro. This is what I'm saying, bro. Our best performer today for me was Hato. Sanchez saved us a couple of times. Chalaba saved us once. Other than that, bro, it's just stinky all over because it's what happened on the day. The guy decided he's gonna tinker, bro, against Brighton. Would he know that formation wise and plan wise, they know what they do on the pitch? Matoma doing them kick up thing, laying himself up to shoot. Rota had the assist and he tried it. You get me? Bro, like, it was unbelievably embarrassing, bro. We couldn't believe it. Kadioglu scored the first goal from the corner that deflected. Then they get their second goal, and then, of course, Welbeck comes on and he backs. Listen, like I said, there's not much to say. Like, we ended up having a 2xG, but it didn't even look like that. Even if we say, they have the 2xG. We had a 0.38 xG, 6 shots, 0 big chances against Brighton, a team that struggled to beat Tottenham the other day. That tells you everything, bro. That tells you everything. Like, there's not much to say. I think blaming the players is an easy thing to do for the manager. I think he is more, for this specific game as well, he is more in... it's more his fault, and he has to stop telling us that he defended the players. Yeah, he defended the players too much in the beginning. You were calling man world class and that, and he thought, you were raising their confidence. If it doesn't work on the pitch, it doesn't matter what you say on the press conference, bro. Like, when your tactics aren't working on the pitch, and you essentially what you're doing is setting them up to fail, they're gonna feel embarrassed and they're not gonna believe into what you're saying. So just go, bro. And I knew that these things gonna happen, and this is why I didn't want the previous manager sacked. If you were gonna sack him, let him stay to the end of the season and then get rid of him. Someone that has done well at Chelsea. I'm not talking about someone who's failing. Just keep him. He's done something at Chelsea. Won us 2 trophies. And the people that wanted him sacked are now coming and saying, oh, I knew this was going to happen. I wanted Maresca sacked, but I didn't want Rafinha. Well, you didn't think of that when you were talking, did you? You just wanted the guy right now sacked. That's what it was. Listen, man, I'm checked out. Listen, even if you look at my previous thumbnail for my previous match reaction, I said, end the season already, bro. The United one. So what do you think I was going to say here? I'm no copium, bro. There's no copium at all, bro. Like this, the things that we need to fix need to be fixed in the summer. Things has to be done on the structure as well. And whether we get Champions League, don't get Champions League, we can't even get Champions League in this world. They keep saying surely ended Chelsea's hopes of Champions League. Brother, if you think I still had hope for Champions League, I think some people's brain wasn't up there. Why not just getting slapped 3-0, 3-0, 3-0 every game, bro? Listen, if you don't laugh, you'll cry. And bro, listen. Make sure you check out my boy Clavis's album as well, Clavis 7. I'll put the link in the description. Yeah, that album's called If I Don't Laugh Now, I'll Cry Later, or something like that. Either way. Yeah. So I'll laugh now, cry later. Do you know what I'm saying? Go check it out. It's already been out for a week or 2. So listen, we need to do other things. This is what I've been focusing on, doing other things, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? I just need the season to end. I enjoyed the international break way too much for me to come here and crash out and that, bro. I knew what I expected when the manager got sacked. Do you know what I mean? And some people think they always fester every time I mention Maresca. But you don't care about Maresca. He had 1 win in 9. Well, a lot of managers have rough patches. Do you know what I'm saying? But I would have trusted him more in this end of the season, like he did last season. I would have trusted him more in some of the other bigger games. If we managed to kind of do what we did against some of the teams we did this season, why would he not be able to do it? And the manager no one rates, apparently looks like he might take over from Pep. He looks like he might be able to take over from Pep. The same guy they told us will never get a big job after he leaves Chelsea. It's all the here and now, here and now, here and now. Listen, if he gets sacked, he gets sacked. We'll see what they do. They'll probably give it to McFarlane or something. There's no way they can do that stupid thing again and give it to Gary O'Neill to the end of the season or something stupid, bro. That's not how it's going to work, bro. We're not having it. We have to keep putting the pressure on the ownership, putting the pressure on the board members, on the decision makers. I think some of the players just getting onto some of the players, and when I mention some of the players, I'm talking about specific players. You guys already know. We can't always blame them for everything, bro. It's about being set up to win, set up to do the right thing. If you're not platformed to do that, it doesn't matter how good of a player you are. Like a Caicedo in midfield, it doesn't matter how great you are, bro. You can't just be left there on your own and expect everything to just go well. Maybe in a one-off game you can do something, but it's not something you can see all the time just happening. That's one. You know what I mean? The goalkeeper's trash. Yeah, he saved us. Yeah, he saved us from making it an embarrassment. 6-0, 3-0 is embarrassing anyway. You know what I'm saying? That's already it. The defenders, people talking about no chemistry. Look at the defenders. The defenders all played with each other, and the best one's the guy that recently came. Mamadou Sow had good games. One mistake against PSG, second leg, we ain't seen him again. Neto, I understood why Neto started. I understood why Delap started. Neto started he's one of the only fit wingers. Delap, he's the only fit striker. But then we still saw Gio at the end. Like, for me, it tells you what they've done, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? They need to get rid of some of these, man, and then bring in the players to support the players that deserve to be here and or deserve, not necessarily deserve to be here, but the players that need to be supported on the field for us to be able to achieve or even chase these major honours, bro. Otherwise, recurring circle. Whether we get Champions League this season or not, what if we do get Champions League and they don't do anything about it? And we can't even get Champions League, but I'm talking about Europe. Let's talk Europe, even if you say Europa League. That's the real question here, bro. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Slap the likes, hype the video, all that kind of stuff. You can see, bro, even the sleep's hitting me, bro. I swear that I'm just trying to go sleep. I don't want to talk about this much, bro. I swear that. Yeah, I swear that. This I've never been this annoyed in a long time, bro. Do you know what I mean? Every time something. There's never a dull day at Chelsea. Just beat the and go. Listen, make sure you like and subscribe, and I'm out.